Okay, 84. The figure below represents a solid. For this solid, what are the E, the number of edges, and F, the number of faces? So edges are like these lines here, and then faces are the flat surfaces. So number of edges, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So E would equal 6. And then for faces, I got 1, 2, another triangle in the back, 3 in the bottom. So faces would be 4. So edges 6, faces 4. Edges, faces. Okay. Then for 85, x, y, and z, w intersect at point A. Which conjecture is always true about the given statement? So I got x, y. So I'm just going to draw this line x, y. So we got point x and y. And then z, w, z, w. And then I'm going to look at these statements and see what would always be accurate based on that. X, A, oh yeah, intersects at A. And then XA is equal to AY. They didn't say that. It didn't say it like, no. Nope. If it said it bisected a line segment maybe, but it didn't. XAZ is acute. We don't know based on the information given. It could be obtuse. XY is perpendicular to ZW. Again, we don't know based on the information given. It didn't say it makes a 90-degree angle or anything, so nope. And XYZ and W are non-collinear. Yeah, that's accurate. Non-collinear means they don't all fall in a straight line, and they don't. Okay, 86. A right triangular pyramid has a height of 10 and a base of 41.57. What is the volume in inches of the pyramid? Okay, volume of a pyramid, we'll go to the reference sheet right here. Volume of a pyramid. Pyramid, volume, 1/3 area of the base times height. Volume equals 1/3 area of the base times the height. What's nice is in this question, they give us the base area. We don't have to calculate it like normal. So we're just going to plug that number in here. And then the height is 10 inches. And then in the calculator, I would do 41.57 times 10. And then divide by 3. And it comes out to 138.57. So A. Next. When folded on the dotted line, which net will not form a rectangular prism? So not form a rectangular prism. Actually, I think C will. B will too. Okay, so if you were to fold this up, like this would be the sides, and then this would cover the top, so this works. So, and then this here, that covers all those places. So I'm like folding it up in my mind to figure it out. Here, yeah, so these would fold up on the sides, and then this would cover the top, and then this would cover the two sides, so this works. And then over here, you're missing like a square over here when you fold it up. So for this one, this is the one that won't make one. So it should be like a square here. That would make it a rectangular prism. 88. How many faces, edges, and vertices does a square pyramid have? Okay, square pyramid has a base that's a square. Okay, faces, we got 4 triangles along the side and 1 on the bottom, so 5 faces. Edges are like lines, 1, 2, 3, 4 around the sides, and then 4 along the bottom, so 8 edges. Vertices are corners. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 corners, plus the one up top, so 5 vertices. So, C. This is going pretty fast, not to jinx it. 89. The diagram shows an 8-foot ladder leaning against the wall. The ladder makes a 53-degree angle with the wall, which is closest to the distance up the wall the ladder reaches. So it shows what they want us to solve for right here. We're going to use SOHCAHTOA. Let's see. So from this angle, I have adjacent and hypotenuse. So cosine right here. So cosine of 53 equals x over 8. And then to solve, multiply both sides by 8. 8 cosine 53 comes out to x equals 4.81. So B. And then just flip the page when you're ready so I know to go on to the next one. 4 point, yeah. 8-1. Okay, a cylinder. Cool. The owner of neatly packaged company makes a cylinder container that has a dimension shown below. What is the approximate lateral surface area available for the package label? So lateral area is like all the way around the thing, not including the bases. And it's talking about surface area. So I look at the equation for surface area of a cylinder. Surface area of a cylinder is 2 times the area of the base plus perimeter times the height. 2 times the area of the base plus perimeter times the height. However, lateral would not include the bases. And then perimeter, like the distance all the way around this, would actually be the circumference of the circle, for instance. Which circumference of a circle is pi times diameter. So we're going to do pi times diameter times the height, and that'll give us lateral area. So pi diameter gives us 3.5, and then the height is 12. And then we multiply these three numbers, and it comes out to 131.95. Okay, 91. How many vertices does this polyhedron have? Vertices are corners, so we just count the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't mess that one up. 92. This one is popular on testing. So in this situation, you have an altitude right here, and you actually have 3 similar triangles. So you have your smallest triangle right here, and then you have a medium triangle right here, and then you have like the larger triangle on the outside. So you have 3 triangles, and all 3 of these triangles are similar. So what I would do is actually draw these out. If I was solving this on my own, not even teaching, I would draw this out. So this is my small one right here, and the dimensions here are 4 and x. So for this red one. And then this blue one is my medium triangle, so a little bit bigger. And then the dimensions here are 9, and that's all I know. And then the larger one, which encompasses the outside, the short side here would be x, and then this long side, 4 plus 9 is 13. Okay, it says what is the length of AC, so this x right here. So what I'm looking for is corresponding parts in 2 of these triangles. So this corresponds with this, and this corresponds with this, and then I can set up a proportion. So 4 over x equals x over 13. And then cross multiplication, x times x, x squared. 4 times 13 is 52. Square root of 52 is, I actually ended up simplifying it, but I know a lot of people don't like simplifying it. Let's see, square root of 52 is 7.21, x equals 7.21. And then I look over here, and that's not one of the answers. So what I would do is go through the answer choice. It's not going to be 6, it's not going to be 7.5. I would calculate these to see which one comes out to 7.21. So if I do 5 square root of 2, I get that. If I do 2 square root of 13, I get that 7.21. So C is my answer. Number 93. A surveyor needs to find the width of the Miami River. So this is what we're trying to solve for. We are going to use trig, so SOHCAHTOA. And then from this angle we have opposite and adjacent, so we'll use tan. tan of 64 equals x over 95. Multiply both sides by 95. And it comes out to 194. X equals 194.78. Okay. Next one, a box of tissues measures these dimensions. What is the surface area of the box of tissues to the nearest square inch? So box of tissues would be a rectangular prism. So over here, prism, surface area, right here, surface area equals 2 times area of the base plus perimeter times the height. And then I'm going to draw this box of tissues actually. Try my best to draw a rectangular prism. Oh, here's the base of my rectangular prism and the top. This is not the best drawing. Yeah. Okay, so it says 4 inches high. So 4 inches high, 4.5 inches wide, and 9.5 inches long. 4.5. Okay. So surface area, 2 times area of the base. The base would be 4.5 times 9.5. And then perimeter around the whole thing would be 4.5 plus 9.5 plus 4.5 plus 9.5. 4.5 plus 9.5 plus 4.5 plus 9.5 times the height of 4. I get 85.5 plus, all this added up equals 28 times 4. Oh, I lied. This is all 85.5. So 2 times 4.5 times 9.5 is 85.5. Then I have 28 times 4, which is 112, plus 85.5. Add these two numbers up, and you get 197.5. C. Okay. When you got that done, just flip the page. So I know you're ready for the next one. Can you stick it out for like 10 more minutes? Just stay for 10 minutes, then you can go. Okay, next. 95. In this, a robot rises 4 feet horizontal distance. What is the approximate angle formed by the horizontal in the roof? So what is this angle right here? So we are going to use trig, SOHCAHTOA. So from this angle, we have opposite and adjacent. So we're going to use tan. So it's like tan of x degrees equals 4 over 6. So to find the degree measure, we have to use the inverse. So we're going to do tan -1 over 6 in the calculator. So like in the calculator, second tan, to get the tan -1, 4 divided by 6, and it'll give you the degree measure of the angle. So we get x degrees equals 33.69. What values of A and B make this quadrilateral a parallelogram? You set these equal, as you may remember. It's a little bit tricky because you have two variables at a time, which you can't solve for both variables at a time. So let me set this up. We have 3a minus 2b equals 13. And then we have 4a plus b equals 21. Weird. So what we're going to do is solve for one of the variables. So I'm going to get this whole thing equal to b. So I'm going to subtract 4a from both sides, and I get b equals -4a plus 21. And then I'm going to take this and actually plug it into the other equation for b. So now I have 3a minus 2, plugging this in for b, equals 13. . . . And now I only have a to solve for, and I can solve for just one variable at a time. 3a plus 8a plus negative 4 equals 13. 11a equals, did I do something? Let's see. I think anybody see where my mistake is? I wish I could pause this. Can I pause? Yeah. It will pause? Yeah. Oh, and I figured it out. This is 21. So negative 2 times 21 would be negative 42. Ooh, I don't even have to, so plus 42. Still not coming out right. Girl. 13 plus 42. Oh wait, it did come out right. Okay, I'm good. Okay, 13 plus 42 is 55. So I get 11a equals 55, and then a equals 5. Woohoo, redeemed. And then I can figure out b. But honestly, I can already choose the right answer is going to be this. So a equals 5, and then I can plug that in any one of these. And 3 times 5 plus 2b equals 13. 15 plus 2b equals 13. Minus 15 minus 15. It's supposed to be negative. I'm making mistakes everywhere. Negative 2b equals negative 2. Divided by negative 2. And we get b equals 1. There we go. Okay, thank you. Next. Sorry, not perfect. Yeah, here. Oh, cool, good catch. A model rocket is launched. It wants to know this distance right here. We're going to use Pythagorean theorem. They gave us a brain break with this one. So Pythagorean theorem, 36 squared plus 48 squared equals c squared. 36 squared is 1296. 48 squared, 2304. And then we get 3600 equals c squared. Square root of both sides, and c equals 60. That's that length, 60 feet. Next. Okay, next one over here, 98. This circle with center Q has a radius of 10 centimeters. The length of the minor arc is right there. To the nearest degree, what is the value of x? So what is this degrees? So we put the x degrees over 360. So part over whole equals the arc length, which would be part over the circumference of the whole circle. Circumference is pi times diameter. So pi times radius is 10, diameter is 20. And so 20 pi equals 62.8 for circumference. So we get x degrees over 360 equals the arc length, which is 20.42 over 62.8. And then cross multiply. 62.8x equals 27351.2. Okay, next. Okay, next one. There's a parallelogram. What are the coordinates of the intersection of the diagonals? In a parallelogram, so we're trying to find this coordinate. In a parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. So essentially, we're looking for the midpoint of one of these segments. So if we find the midpoint of A and C or O and B, it doesn't matter. That'll be that intersection point. So the midpoint, the equation for midpoint is x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. I'll find the middle of A and C. So A is at A, B, C is at C0. So be x1, y1, x2, y2. And then I'll plug it into the equation. So A plus C over 2, B plus 0 over 2, and this would just be B over 2. So the answer is D. I'll flip the page when you're ready. We're getting close. I'm trying to make it as fast as I can. Next. Okay. Next one, figure below, it says these shapes are congruent. What is the measure of IJK? IJK is this angle right here. Well, since these are congruent, G is equal to K, so this would be 30 degrees. And then 180 minus 50 minus 30 would give us J, so that would be 100 degrees. Okay, next one. It wants to know the distance between her house and the school. So Darcy's house and the school right here. What is the distance between those 2 points? We're going to use Pythagorean theorem, so like by sketching out a right triangle. So this would be 2 units and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. 2 squared plus 6 squared equals C squared. 4 plus 36 equals C squared. 40 equals C squared. Square root of 40 is C equals 6.32. B. Thank you. Next. Find the area of the shaded sector of circle O. So remember, it's the degrees, which shows 90 degree here, 90 degree angle, over 360. Area of sector over area of the circle. The area of the circle, area equals pi r squared. Pi, the radius it shows is 10 squared. My answers are in terms of pi, so I'll just keep everything in terms of pi. Get 90 over 360 equals x over 100 pi. And cross multiply. (900) divided by 36 is 25, so the answer is 25 pi. (103) A factor uses the pattern shown in the circle. What is the equation of the circle? So the center is at 1, 3, and then the radius of this circle from the center to the outside, it looks like 4 units. So we would do x minus your x value, y minus your y value for the center equals the radius squared, which would be 16. So not this one, not this one, it's this one. Okay, flip your page, we got 2 more, then we're done for real. Okay. Okay, so right here in the description, it says we have this, it says a measure of MPQ, so this whole thing is 60 degrees, and the measure of NPQ is 30 degrees. It wants to know what the height of this lighthouse is right here. So in this scenario, I'm going to take out the 2 triangles. So we have a right triangle right here. I'm going to take this one out and put it over here. And the dimensions of this right triangle is 8. And then we have a 30 degree angle right here. And that means that there's a 60 degree angle right here because all the angles would add up to 180. And then the bigger encompassing triangle, another right triangle, it shows that 90 degree angle with a 60 degree angle here. And then we'll leave it at that at this point. Okay, what is the height of the lighthouse? So this is what I'm trying to solve for right here. In a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, remember you have those ratios. So for 30, 60, 90, your short side times square root of 3. This would be 8 squared of 3. And so if this is 8 square root of 3, so is this 8 square root of 3. This has to be 30 degrees. And then, so this is our short side, and then we're multiplying by square root of 3 to get over here. I know this is a bit of a stretch for some of you. Multiply by square root of 3 to get over here. So we get 8 times 3. Oh, it's 80. Sorry, 80 times 3. 240. 240 per. This should be 80 and 80. Might be not perfect. My mind's getting tired. I must be hungry. When I get hungry, my mind doesn't function the same. 105. Last one. The right square pyramid has a base length of 4 inches. Square pyramid, so 4 by 4. Slant height of 7 inches. What is the surface area? So go to your reference sheet. Surface area of a pyramid. Right here. Surface area equals area of the base plus 1/2 the perimeter times slant height. Okay. Surface area equals the base, 4 by 4. Perimeter means like the distance around the base here. So it would be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And then slant height is 7. So we get 16. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 16. 7. 16 times 7 is 112. Half of 112 is 56, and 16 plus 56 is 72. And we are done for real. Congratulations. Turn in your